What is happening, Korbins?
My nipples are really hard. Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Reactions. I'm Corbin.
He plays his nipple.
And you call us on
Instagram and Twitter for more juicy content.
And us on
It's
Patreon.
so juicy.
Bang!
Ow.
Follow us on our own personal YouTube channels, you little naughty little sphinxes.
Slow motion to this side. Can I get a hello?
I don't know what you're doing.
That's Ralph Smart. If you don't know who Ralph Smart is, you're welcome. I just told you.
Okay, so today we are reacting to a song that just dropped yesterday.
Yeah? Is that what I heard when I was falling asleep?
Yes. Manoj Bajpayee.
Is doing a song?
I believe he's singing it.
What's
Or-
going on in this universe?
Or rapping it? Or
What?
something like that. I guess we'll figure
He
that out.
better be rapping. That would be awesome.
But
Is this like a solo act he didn't tell us about that he's doing on his own?
I don't know if it's for like a
I hope it's not from a film. It's just like a standalone song.
but
Manoj raps.
this is actually in the language of
Bhojpuri?
Bhojpuri. It's a dialect spoken in parts of Uttar Pradesh, mainly in some of the parts of Bihar.
Have you heard that language name
No,
before?
this is the first time we've ever seen anything from this language.
Wow.
It's actually they actually have an industry. It's a really small industry,
Aw.
and it kind of like even smaller than Punjab and Assam.
Apparently.
And so, if there is something I've heard like there's not a lot of great stuff coming out of there, and so that's why we haven't really. But if there is, always leave that down below.
Yep.
We like to represent every single industry we can. But
Yep.
so this will actually be the first thing that's introducing us to that language.
Awesome.
And I believe he is singing it himself. So that's
Rock and roll.
fantastic.
That's awesome.
So here we go. I don't know what it's about either.
15 दिन हो गया सर ये सब लोग खाने के बाद
Hundreds of miles together.
2 बीघा में घर बा लेकिन चूतल बानी टेम्पू में जिंदगी अजराइल बाटे नून तेला शैम्पू में मनवा हरियर लागे भैया हाथ लगोते माटी में जेरा अजो अटकल बाते घर में
What the?
चोखा बाटी में वाह जिंदगी हम तो जियर चाही खेत बगीचा बारी में छोड़ छाड़ सब आयल बानी हम यहाँ लाचारी में कहा बन के हमसे कोटी वाला डबल ड्यूटिया खाटा तानी घिबरी के बाती के जैसे रोज रोज हम घाटा तानी इतना शौक बाटे मच्छर से कटवावे के चाहेला ये तेरे अपने के नर्वसावे के काबा युवा काबा गाँव शहर के बिचवा पे हम गजबे कन्फ्यूजी आयल बानी तू चून के रोटी खाते बम्बई में हम आयल बानी ना तो बम्बई में काबा बम्बई में काबा हेलो
His hair.
हेलो
And that's really cool. I just noticed all the rainbow colors.
होली में होता है ठीक हुआ घी दूध आम अच्छा मिश्री मिलेला हमरा गाँव में लेकिन
Such an interesting dialogue.
खाली भजिया
Really
पावे
is.
में कोई बका ना काम काज ना गाँव में बाटे मिलत नहीं नौकरिया देखा कैसे हाकत बाड़े जैसे भेड़ बकरिया हो काम धाम रोजगार मेरे गाँव में सड़क बनती जा जिला जवाड़ी छोड़ के वहाँ ठोकर खाए खाती जा कैसे केहू दुखवा बाटे हम कितना मजबूर हई लड़का फरिया मेहरारू से एक बरिस से दूर हुई के छोड़ले बाए तरह अब हम हट के लाचारी में अपना छोट की गुजिया के हम भर न सकी अकवारी में ए बबी आना गोदिया में आना अरे यहाँ सूद ना गोदिया में सूद जो बूढ़ पुरनिया माई बाबू ताल तलैया छूट गई केकरा से देखलाई मनवा भीतरे भीतरे टूट गई हसुआ और खांची फरुआ बड़की चौक कुदार वहाँ लम्हर चाकर घर दो तलिया हमरो ए सरकार वहाँ हमरे हाथ बनावल बिल्डिंग आसमान के छुअत बे हम तो झोपड़ पट्टी वाला हमरे खोली छुअत बे आके देखस हरिया बहुआ का भेड़िया धसान लगे मुर्गी के दरवा में जैसे फसल सबे के जान लगे कितना मोहला जियला पर भी फूटल कौड़ी मिलत ना लौना लकड़े खर्ची बची घर के कमुआ जूरत ना महानगर के तौर तरीका समझ में हमरा आवे ना घड़ी घड़ी पर डांटे लोहुआ ढंग से केहू बतावे ना तो बम्बई में काबा बम्बई में काबा अरे बम्बई में तो बम्बई ना क्या बोले मुंबई है हम तो मुंबई आए हम नहीं कर चला मुंबई होगा दिल्ली होगा चेन्नई होगा हमनी का तो जान मोहित तो सांसद में फसल है बाबू चबरा के हथवा में भैया नियम और कानून वहाँ छोटे छोटे बतियन करू कई तेरा सब खून हुआ है ये मार साले हमारे नाम पिछवाड़ में गोली मार दे साले के इस समाज में देखा कितना ऊंच नीच के भेद हवे उनका खातिर संविधान में ना कोनो अनुच्छेद हवे बेटा बेटी लेके गाँव में जिंदगी जियल मुहाल हवे ना निमन स्कूल कहीं बा ना ही अस्पताल हवे जुल्म होत बा हमनी संगवा कितना बर्दाश्त करी देश के बड़का हाकिम लोग पर अब कैसे विश्वास करी अब तो दुनिया लेकिन बहुत उससे हासिल बा सब जाने ला केकरा चलते ना घरवा में राशन बा इहवा का बा साहब लोग ए हाकिम लोग साहब लोग हम लोग कुछ सुनवाई बा गाँव में रोगिया मरत बारे मिलत नहीं दवाई बा चले गए चलो बाबू बड़ा लंबा रास्ता बा जबले जान रही कोड़ चलत रही बाबू चलो खाना पे ले क्या चल ना बाजी नु अरे कुछ ना 1500 किलोमीटर कहता चल जाई आदमी चल जाई अरे बस अरे भोलेनाथ के नाम ले चल बार बोल बम
That was more like slam poetry.
That was freaking cool.
Yeah, and I wish we had. It's not their fault, obviously.
Yeah,
we're not the main demographic for this type of video. We understand.
We understand
It
that.
just sucks because we like to understand as much as we can. So I wish we had subs for that other part, but it felt a lot like slam poetry to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And
it was art.
Yeah,
that was art.
And I wish we were able to talk to him about this.
I know.
I
absolutely would have had questions about this. And would have talked about it and promoted this.
Yeah. If Mumbai City is an emotion, then Bambai is. I was seeing if it had like a description.
It says it's a collaboration with who? A collaboration between two old friends, Manoj Bajpayee and director Anubhav Sinha, has resulted in the foot tapping song that you don't want to miss.
Yeah, well, it was really, really good in terms of the
good
song, but obviously the message behind it, from what I understood from it, was wonderful, and the way they presented it as well, because it wasn't as opposed to slam poetry, which is more in your face. He was actually almost lighthearted about it, almost like kind of acting like the people that would ignore these things going on,
right,
singing about it,
right.
I think we've seen something similar to that where it's almost like they're singing about something awful happening, but they have more of like a jovial persona about them,
right?
To basically display like if something's going on and people are just ignoring it.
It reminded me, like, even the sound, because it's such an interesting dialect. Okay, so this is the only thing I can, in my experience, liken it to, would be, okay, if you've seen, I don't know if you've seen an old movie called Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and Sean Penn plays Jeff Spicoli. It was his breakout performance, and Jeff was your standard Southern California stoner surfer dude. Mm-hmm. And, you know, he spoke English, but he had this going on all the time. So Mr. Han, and he talked like that everywhere he went, everything he did, you know, he was like a total surfer stoner guy. And that take on the English language, that sounds a little bit more like laid back, a little bit more that's what that kind of felt like. It gave me that kind of a feel, that kind of, and it was an odd juxtaposition, like the word, of in your face.
Yeah.
It was in your face, but it was kind of like Jeff Spicoli in your face.
Yeah.
Like profound yet chill.
Yeah.
Right? It was cool.
Yeah, and I know that because this director is the director of Mulk, Article 15, Thopt, I saw
quite a bit
10.
on the resume, yeah.
And I know these are definitely what some would call like political almost. Obviously, we saw Article 15. Mulk, I know a lot of people recommended us to watch. And so obviously they were going for a message. I'm guessing at least one of the messages was obviously when the pandemic started, all the daily wage workers and what they went through and are still going through.
Yeah.
And so that at least, is that what you got as well?
Yeah, I got that, and obviously the news articles about rape. Yeah, and that just, there's another story that just happened recently about that. It was a real, and it worked. Sometimes this kind of a thing doesn't work, where you have an actor who crosses over.
Yeah.
And is usually singers and musicians can transition into the acting world with greater acceptance and ease, it seems, than actors trying to cross over into the musical world. Mm-hmm. It usually doesn't work. This worked. I actually went from the novelty of seeing Manoj do this rapping to appreciating the sound of the dialect to actually getting the message.
Well, he's such a talented artist, and he's so funny, which is something like from his characters, without knowing him, ever seeing him, talking to him, you wouldn't think he's that funny of a person, and comedy comes very easy,
very naturally to him.
Which is like after watching Gangs, after watching Satya, you wouldn't think this guy is funny.
Yeah, right.
You'd think he was like a Danny DeLewis, very somber.
No, and he's not. He's energy, man.
Yeah,
he's energy and positive, upbeat energy. Yeah,
and I love these style of videos that try to bring about message, like bring about awareness to certain things. And I'm guessing, obviously, that the chorus was, "What is it about Mumbai?" Mm-hmm. So they're trying to bring awareness because I'm guessing we know a lot of stuff happens in Mumbai,
right?
But I'm guessing from what we could understand, they're trying to bring awareness to these things happening, and it's I don't know if a lot of people ignore it.
Well, especially an underrepresented group of people, who I think would be the folks that fall into this demographic of that dialect.
Yeah.
This is just, to me, the epitome of everything we want to do, where we're wanting to celebrate something that's artistically different and meritorious, and then also doing something that's representing a group of people that ordinarily don't get representation. So this was great.
Let us know what we missed.
Yeah.
And Manoj, why didn't you share this with us?
Yeah, come on,
man. It's very rude, man.
I mean, I thought we were...
I'm going to text you on WhatsApp.
We thought we were buds.
Yeah,
I mean, after all the time we've spent together.
I'm gonna spam you on WhatsApp, bro. I don't have his WhatsApp number.